mentors or idols.
Wait, sorry, what's the problem in the black community?
Single parent homes. Dads aren't home. Dads aren't there.
So they turn to...
They join gangs.
And that's because...
Do you realize how bad it is in LA and Chicago? These gangs are killing one another left and right. Did you see Bill Cosby on CNN the other day?
Yeah.
So we blacks are our own worst enemy. We've got to get our families back together. Dad, you got to stay faithful. Scott, it's a well-known fact. Okay, this is fact. It's not racism. It's a fact. Okay, you can go to Africa. The blacks have a lot more problem. They are much more given to sexual activity than whites. It's just a known thing. Okay, that's a real weakness. And whites, we have our weaknesses. That's how AIDS spread in Africa. Men being with prostitutes who had the AIDS, and they come home and affected their wives, and it's like I came down with a bad cold. I'm just getting over it. I got a sore throat. I guess it was Thursday night. And John Shepherd at work, he missed a couple of days. He went home sick, but he had not only a sore throat. He said my whole jaw ached. Well, I just had a bad cold, so there was a prayer meeting at the church. I went, I felt lousy, and I thought, I don't want to give this to somebody else, so I went home. So you quarantine yourself. You don't spread it around.
Yeah, but you don't know, most people don't know they have HIV.
Well, at first they didn't know, but they know now, and they still do it. I mean, gays still engage in sex, and they know that you can't mix protein and excrement. You're leaving yourself open to disease. Arizona, is that any good? Is that better? I see Jones Brothers is making candies now. The pop people. Did you see that?
Yeah.
The problem in Africa is not AIDS or starvation, it's a moral problem. You heard about Obama's comment, eh?
No.
He was in Philadelphia, which he lost Pennsylvania to Hillary. He made a comment that there's a lot of unemployment because the steel mills went down, and he says, you white folk, you become bitter, and so you turn to religion and guns. That's what he said. Inflammatory remarks, racist, elitist. So the white people said, what are you saying? We're bitter? I guess a lot of people are, but, yeah, so they turn to religion and guns, that sounds like a commie, son. Lenin called religion the opiate of the masses, And he's partly true. I mean, they say, well, religion's a crutch. Right, I'll take two. One for each arm. I need something outside of myself. I can't make it on my own. Yeah, maybe the Lord's trying to tell us something. Well, duh. No, I mean, Scott, I don't believe... I mean, obviously, there was too many people in one area, and the substructure of the floor wasn't good enough. That's why they have limits at nightclubs, especially if they're upstairs.
Yeah.
And, you can only have so many people on a given...
Yeah.
That's a lot. 1,000 people is a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Still shouldn't have caved in, but I mean, it was just a physical thing. Did you hear about that guy in Austria?
No.
They just arrested him. He's 73 years old. He kept one of his daughters in isolation for something like 27 years. Kept her in a locked area of the house and had 5 children by her. Or was it 7? They just found the woman. She's 42. He's 73. He raped his own daughter. He kept her confined. And there was another guy in Austria.
And he delivered the babies?
I guess so. One died.
Or the babies?
One died in birth. The others lived, and then he looked after some of them, and some he took to adoption agencies. Said, "Well,
Are they really screwed up?"
Well, we haven't heard. I imagine some of them were. He took them out and said, "Well, my daughter had an illegitimate child. Here, give it to foster parents or adoption." But how sick is that guy? But there was another Austrian guy. They just captured it a while ago. He did this for 7 years. That's what these Austrians. That's where Hitler came from. He was Austrian, not German. He came from a Roman Catholic background.
So what's the ideal race then?
There is no ideal race. We're all sinners. Doesn't matter about skin color. All our blood bleeds red.
Moving.
But some races are more predisposed, God. Like Dennis Prager says. Stereotypes, for the most part, are usually true. How do they get to be stereotypes? Dutch people are stingy. They're tight with their money, as are some Scots. But Scots people have nothing on the Dutch.
People in the flyover states are rednecks.
Yeah. There's a lot of rednecks in this town.
Oh, I know, and they all come from Alberta. Trust me, I served them at Logan's. They're all from Alberta. I don't know why they're here.
Rednecks is a common term. I mean, I guess Jeff Foxworthy's a redneck, but he's got a heart of gold. The guy is a great guy. Lots of very good-hearted, wonderful rednecks.
The guy came in and asked me, we were listening to rap, and he came in and asked, he's like, "Oh, you guys like those coon tunes?" He called them coon tunes.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Coon tunes.
And also N-word noise.
Nigger noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about these girls on YouTube? They're filming it, beating up their friends, putting them on the internet.